about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get about the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains.
S-T-R-O. Yeah.
How many of y'all came to win?
Oh, they asking my name, huh?
You ready?
S-T-R-O. I ain't come to play with you.
Yeah.
Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up.
Yeah.
I can't spend the day with you. I'm minding my business. I ain't...
Okay, Coach. Well, the road ends here. It has been a wild, often unpredictable 2019 season, and now it's time for the greatest spectacle in all of sports. Super Bowl 54 from Miami. You know, this town has played host to 10 Super Bowls in the past, and tonight we write chapter number 11. And what a matchup we've got. Tonight, it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy. That's fielded in the end zone.
We play to win. Let's go.
They're 180. 180. Hey, Delta.
I'm going to come back to you.
They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And not the start he was hoping for there, as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. And now time is called as we've got an injured Charger down there on the field. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Ha-Ha Clinton-Dix with a pick. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
Hey, man.
Watch the boot. Watch the boot.
Here we go, 47. 26.
Following the interception, here's Prescott to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Adrian Phillips there to knock that one away.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. And picked up by the Chargers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, these are going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free, anything you can do to slow them down.
Caught left side by Cobb. It's a gain of 16 in the Dallas first down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. They go play action here on first down. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. To throw is Prescott. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. With the first touchdown of this Super Bowl, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And on the grandest of stages, with the whole world watching the Super Bowl, they come out and get the first points.
I don't know how you feel about Brandon, but for me, watching the beginning of the Super Bowl, I've often wondered how come it's not just a fumble fest? How come the ball's not all over the place? The nerves, the interim in between of the 2 weeks waiting for the game. But this team came out and handled it just like it was a regular season walk in the park. Terrific start.
And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. On second down, Eckler. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Here's the first carry for Northwestern's Justin Jackson. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, we always told his runners, run around with the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And now it looks like we've got a Cowboy shaken up down there on the field. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. First down, and they stick with Eckler. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Going on the ground with Eckler. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 10 more there, and another first down.
180.
Rivers now to throw on first down. His throw caught at about the 5. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A 24-yard touchdown as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter.
And that drive we just saw that culminated in a touchdown, exactly what many offenses are looking for. Sustained ones that can impose their will on the other team.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Now a run on first down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3. Now on 2nd and 13. Prescott, and he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down. On the RPO, Prescott's going to keep it himself. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Cobb. His second catch of the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Calvin Ridley, his second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Marr on for the extra point. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Rivers. And nowhere to get away. Rivers is dropped. Randy Gregory. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Charger football to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a second down coming up. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. To throw is Rivers. Man open left side, it's Williams. And right around the 20, he'll head out of bounds. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. On third down, Rivers. Open man, it's Allen. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And a big 32-yard play on third. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Rivers. His throw incomplete. Mike Williams the intended target, but it's going to be second down. Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10.
Red! Hey, Alpha! White, 89!
Throwing again. Rivers. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
180! Black 11! Hey, red flag!
Running on first down, Eckler. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Defensively, it was Leighton Vander Esch up from his linebacker spot.
Ready, round 80.
Mike 54. Ready. Right there.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Rivers. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. It'll be a gain of 6. Here is Eckler. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick, and he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. But
a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. On 2nd and a couple. Prescott over the middle. Cooper with it. His 2nd catch of the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Here's Prescott to the left side and complete for Amari Cooper. Past the 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. And sometimes those slants, they can be so tough to defend after the catch. It just happens so quickly.
And really, what gets set up there is how quickly everything happens. Ball's out of the hands of the passer in a hurry, and he just takes it and goes.
He went all the way into the end zone. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Charger drive about to get going. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. To throw again on 2nd down. Rivers got a man over the middle. It's Williams. The 20, 10, and he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl, as his guys are back within a single score. Now, he's having a nice little first half for your partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game. Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop. On 2nd down, Elliott. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. Now Prescott, buying time, and he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Being chased out left. He's got the first down here inside the 30. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. They'll run on first down. It's Elliott. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field. Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What do we call them, run fits? Everyone was in the right place. 3rd and short yardage. Prescott. Throw right side, caught by Ridley. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Jenkins. As the first half is winding down. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
Come on, let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my line.
And for the third time here this half, it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
The Cowboys take over first and 10.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down. Final play of the half, Prescott. This one caught by Ridley. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. And they will elect to decline the penalty.
Everything turned out the way they wanted it to. No sense in even having to take that one, hence the decline.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The never tedious halftime show behind us, and now it's back to football as we get going again in Super Bowl 54. That's fielded in the end zone.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll run with Elliott. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Again, it's Elliott. Jatavis Brown there on the tackle.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
On the RPO, Prescott's going to keep it himself. Throw left side complete. It's Cobb. And he gets it just shy of midfield, but that's not enough. He's short of the marker. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on 4th down. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. And it's Clinton Dix with a pick. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Cobb. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
13 yards on the play.
Prescott on first down. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
10th carry now for Elliott. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance in guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in four-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Well, that'll get them to first down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant. On first down, Elliott. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to second and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between second and 4 and second and 8 and 9.
And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. On the RPO, Prescott's going to keep it himself. Throw left side complete. It's Cobb. Instead of a 3rd and 1 run, they go pass, and they get 12 yards out of it. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. He's at the 50. He's at the 40. 20. 10. And this is going to be a Charger touchdown.
Well, partner, I do know this. If you're a defensive back, you have more chances to make a team now than ever because people are using 5 defensive backs, 6 defensive back packages. Not exclusively, but way more than before. That was a nickel package there, and what a pickoff.
Why is that? Why are they using that more?
Because more people are throwing the ball on earlier downs than ever before. This has become a passing league, and because of that, more defensive backs on the field on most plays.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead.
Trying to get it to Cobb, and it's intercepted. Desmond King picks it, and he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. Charles, we've seen him target one of their main weapons time and time again. Maybe they went to that well too many times there.
Yeah, and it's so difficult to determine how many times is too many because how many times have we seen a team go and play and say, until they stop us, we'll keep going. Well, they got stopped on that one, and it cost them 6 points.
So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They'll start the drive with Elliott. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. A gain of 3, second down. On the RPO, Prescott's going to keep it himself. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. On 3rd down, Elliott. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. 1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 45 on 2nd down, Prescott. Wide open receiver complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Gilchrist. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the fourth quarter and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. It's Eckler again. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. And now time is called as we've got an injured Charger down there on the field. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. Past the 20. And he's going to get this all the way down to the Cowboys' 10-yard line. And you talk about great blocking up front. I don't think he was even touched, not a finger on him, until he was brought down to the ground.
I think we heard the whoosh as he went by, didn't we? Right through the gap. No one there, as you outlined. No one touched him at all. A free sprint into the secondary.
Yeah, that's right. He finds his receiver, Williams, for a Charger touchdown. Phillip Rivers with his third touchdown pass of the game. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this fourth quarter. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4's Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, 75 yards. As they can now even this game here in the fourth quarter with the extra point. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 47. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They run on first down with Jackson. Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
From the 25 on second down, Rivers. Oh, no, he lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And this is going to be brought back for a fumble return touchdown by the Cowboys. Marr now to add the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. That'll be taken in the end zone. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them. The coaches from all the way up here, they were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. The clock showing 2 minutes even in what's been a memorable Super Bowl 54. On 2nd and 12, Rivers. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 15 yards on the play, first down. They'll run on first down. Jackson. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. Clinton Dix there for the stop. Back to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 11 yards there, first down. They got exactly what they wanted there. Out route, catch, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
And I have to criticize defense here because you know the situation. You want to keep them inbounds and have the clock run. So I'm sitting on the outside portion of the field and not letting them throw an out route. Throw anything inside and I'll make the tackle. An out route? That's not the way you're supposed to play it.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. On 2nd down, this is Jackson. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down. We've had some wild Super Bowl finishes recently. 49 in Arizona, 51 in Houston, now this one. Henry's got it out on the left side. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal.
Step 180, 190, 55, plus correct.
Now it's Jackson. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
A very important extra point there, up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Now Prescott. And he's got Cooper on the out route. That's complete. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Prescott to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. This is Elliott. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he's in for the touchdown. And in the final should.
And that score in this time frame, that's like a big reveal at the end of a great movie, isn't it? Out of nowhere, almost, it appears. They get it done. How about that score?
Finishes like this is why we love sports. This is why we love the game of football.
So glad that we got to be here to watch this one.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and making an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their base.